You saw what the market feels about the Brooklyn Nets. Their odds to win the East at the end of July, plus 700. After the news that Kevin Durant had rescinded that trade request, cut in half, plus 350. Their odds down by more than half to win an NBA championship from 15 to 1 less than a month ago to now plus 700, the third best price in the entirety of the NBA. That's how the market feels about Brooklyn moving forward. How does Christian Arnold feel about the Nets and their outlook for 2022-23?
Yeah, I mean, on paper, this team looks like it should be right back there in the conversation with the Milwaukee Bucks, with the Philadelphia 76ers, with all these top tier teams, because this is a group that when you have Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and potentially a healthy Ben Simmons, and you don't know what you're going to get out of Ben Simmons, that's the biggest question right now going forward with the Brooklyn Nets is what kind of player is Ben Simmons going to be? This is still a team that should contend for an NBA title. But at the same time, you have to remember this is the same conversation I'm sure you've had with many other people going into the previous seasons once Durant started playing, once Kyrie got here. And this team has been more of a paper tiger than an actual threat for the last couple of years when everyone's on the court. Now, granted, they've dealt with injuries and they've dealt with different situations, to say the least, that have prevented certain guys from being on the court. And right now, you don't have that going forward. But to me, I have to consider them a contending team. This has to be a team that's taken seriously going into training camp as one that's going to be, a tough out in the playoffs and one that should be contending for an NBA title. And I think we'll kind of get that first glimpse because they do have a pretty tough schedule right out of the gate. I think they face Milwaukee right out of the gate to open the
Yep.
season. So, that'll be a real quick litmus test of where this team is and where this team is going. So right now, heading into training camp, I have to say I kind of have to agree with the market here that this is a team that should be considered a contender for an NBA title.